Would he blow out Pereira, you think?
The problem is the ground. John's so much better on the ground, like worlds better, you know, and it takes so long to get really good on the ground. And we've seen Pereira get in trouble with guys on the ground that are nowhere near John's level, nowhere near. John dominates everybody. He took down Daniel Cormier. Daniel Cormier is an Olympic wrestler. I mean, he's a fucking phenomenal wrestler, and John took him down. It's a different dude, man.
John Jones versus Alex Pereira for the BMF at heavyweight. Yes, I said it. It makes sense. It makes perfect sense. You want to have an American headline in White House. You want to do it with the greatest of all time. John's not going to fight Tom Aspinall. That's fine. Alex Pereira's been calling this fight. He's a bigger name than Tom Aspinall. And what he was able to do to Magomed Ankalaev, I remember talking to John, and John was like, dude, I just want super fights. Maybe you can have Tom as a co-main against somebody, against Francis Ngannou. You know, Francis is about to become a free agent.
I like where your head's at today, Henry. Every star you have are saying, yes, I want to fight. And I haven't said it yet, Dana, but you know, you want to call me, yeah, I'm down too.
The UFC's probably going to go the route of Pereira and Jones, and I'm not mad at that either.
Alex is 38 years old and probably thinking at this point, how do I go and make another statement that I am the guy? Hell, he went to beat John Jones at heavyweight. Alex Pereira would literally cement himself to almost stand above everyone because he would have beaten a former UFC fight, heavyweight champion and heavyweight champion, and the guy many considers the greatest fighter of all time.
I mean, you look what John Jones did to Cyril Gane, right? He didn't stand with Cyril Gane. Yeah. And Cyril Gane comes from a striking background. He moved and took him down and ground upon him and submitted him with a very easy submission.
Right away, too, right?
Right away. So I think that's how the fight would go down. And John Jones is also a big presence inside the octagon. So I think John Jones wouldn't have a hard time with Alex Pereira, especially if John Jones can address that calf kick, because when you watch Alex fight, he uses that calf kick to get a response. I want to see something. You need to do something. You're going to do something, I'm going to come forward.
If there's anyone to beat John Jones, it's Alex. But, I mean, John Jones, that guy can wrestle, dude. That level of black athleticism, that man can wrestle, dude. You know, when you come from a lineage of, like, D1 professional athletes. You know, dude, the thing about Alex, too, he's really hard to take down. So Alex's natural fighting stance, it's always hip in. So when you shoot a double leg on him, you're shooting into his hip. So he's a really hard motherfucker to take down.
Honestly, I think John Jones will poke him in the eye right off the bat. Oh my God. What? You asked me a serious question. No, I'm telling you seriously.
That ain't in John Jones' repertoire. He ain't doing all that. It happened one time against you.
One time? DC. Everybody else who John Jones fought, and they was doing a little bit better than John Jones wanted them to. I poke you and he'll kick your knee backwards.
So who wins?
You know what? I never say anything against Alex Pereira because he's a man, but I think that John Jones would find a way to get him to the ground and try to submit him.
Yeah. You don't think that he would try to sit there and stand up with him?
No, John Jones wouldn't.
He's too intelligent.
Who do you think has a better chance of beating him, Alex or Tom?
I'm going to say Tom, because he's more well-rounded. But when you have a guy like Alex Pereira, he's so dangerous on his striking, so everything is possible. That's too hard to have the good answer.
Why does Alex Pereira want to fight John Jones? Don't tell me money. Pereira's rich. There's no title. It largely is what is so admirable about Pereira's call-out. It's not about the money. It's not about the title. He's got a title. John does not have a title. A legit competitor behind the fame and the money and the cameras wants to know, am I better than you or are you better than me? John can make 205 pounds. It is merely a question of would you, the audience, accept John 205 pounds without doing the whole you're scared, you didn't want to fight at heavyweight. They both got arguments to the greatest of all time. But we don't have to argue. There is a way to find out. Put him in the cage. The idea of Pereira and John Jones is almost impossible to look away from. If we added the caveat by John Jones, I'm going to do the fight, but I'm coming to 205. You are putting that belt up. There would be nobody that would say, oh, you're scared and you didn't want to fight Aspinall. None of that would happen. And they can do it at roughly 235 pounds, which is what they both weigh, or they could come down, make it a title fight. All of a sudden, you're stealing back a main event at the White House.